Good evening and welcome to my end of the week recap here for Apple and plan ahead for the beginning of next week. Wednesday, in my previous video, I forgot to mention I was in some 175 December 29 calls here at 159. Price action failed to break above and hold above the VWAP here, which was my cue to get out at 130. Price action did come down, tested close to the 8 EMA, which I was looking for as support. Give a nice little two candle setup here. As I saw buyers on the tape, nice flash down, didn't hold below. Took a speculation play in some 172.5 calls at 156. Because I was happy with that fill, didn't look like I was going to lose too much on it. My stop loss did remain below here and held into the gap up open on Friday. As price action opened up, failed to hold above the round number of 173. I lucked out and got a good fill at 206 to get out for a nice profit. Based on the opening volume, which was humongous here for Apple, and price action did not fail at the opening price, held above it, didn't even come down and test the lows. I went ahead and got in some 175 calls for next week, December 22nd at 72. Rode those all the way up until it broke above VWAP. Looked like it was consolidating for a potential move. I thought it was going to break down, got out on this trigger below a red candle. I did not want to get caught in a Friday sell-off, so took my profits. As it turns out, I left a decent amount of profit on the table as these came all the way up to around 130-ish. Overall, it's just something to learn from, another pattern to try and commit to memory and make notes in my notebook for later use. Now, on to my plan for next week here. And go over here to the daily time frame. You can see there is a tremendous amount of volume here on the daily time frame. Price action has now broken back above this uptrending channel, which I keep mentioning. When price action closes above or breaks above an uptrending channel, it'll likely lead to a new trend higher. We're in a very bullish pattern. Price action could potentially go up to my target here of around 189, 190. So we'll see what does happen there. Based on the volume and the candle of the daily time frame and in relation to the 8 and 21 EMAs, in my opinion, is a very, very bullish setup. As I mentioned previously in some videos and in the Trade Crew chat room, I've been looking for consolidation right here around this 174.20 area. As you can see, we now have two candles that are just kind of hanging around there after a nice little breakout, tremendous amount of volume. A lot of things point to this actually trending much higher. Based on that, I am looking for a move above 174.30, which will trigger me into some more calls. Stop loss will be just below the VWAP as it stands right now. If we have a pullback, I'll be looking for the 8 EMA entry around 172, which you can see over here is 172 exactly at the moment. 21 EMA is just below at 171.15-ish, we'll call it, which will be my second support entry down here. Also, we'll be looking for a deeper pullback if it does come all the way down to 168.5, possibly even 167.30-ish, which is the 50-day simple moving average, as well as bottom of the channel and this uptrending line. Near-term price target will be 176.25, which is the previous high. Overall price target, as I've already mentioned, is going to be up here around 190. One thing to point out around this level of 176.25, I expect price action to consolidate there, maybe even have some resistance, pull back a little bit, and hit some support for some more buyers before it continues higher. If there is a gap up on Monday above this level, that is an indication that shorts have to cover, bears are getting crushed, and it's going to compound buying pressure and push it up much higher, much faster. So I will be ready for a gap up, possibly a gap up and go type of play on Monday. We'll see what does happen. For now, this will be my trade plan. We'll see what happens. Have a good weekend and good luck.